gained 2 minutes.
We did.
Yeah. Good news there.
I love it. I love it. And we gained a little warmth today as well, although you did mention that there was some snow in some places.
Yeah, it's a big state. You know,
it's got a lot to cover here.
We can have.
This honestly happens to me on days that I'm not working, where it's like your perception is just what you see.
World.
You're like, oh, today was a nice day. It's like, no, it snowed 6 inches in Aroostook County. All right, well, I'm sorry. Wasn't there. So yeah, today, you know what it is? Find the warm front. So this takes me back to my old synoptic meteorology classes. I won't tell you how long ago that was. But the warm front right here, 40, 39, 38, and then 29, 30. So they had us draw it in with a little colored pencil. You draw the little warm front in, and then they grade you on that. In any event, that's where the warm front was, and that's why we had the snow hanging around in Millinocket for several hours. Now that warm front has lifted to the north, so temperatures will actually stabilize across northern Maine, and they won't really fall that much overnight tonight. So tomorrow is a lot like today, minus the snow across northern Maine. Temperatures mid-40s, but not a very exciting mid-40s. There will be a decent amount of mid-level cloud cover around, especially in the foothills and the mountains and across northern Maine. And so it might not feel as warm as it really is, but I think we'll get to 45 in quite a few spots tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow night is mild in the upper 30s. We start Saturday morning right around 38 to 40 degrees. And then we start climbing into the low 50s, perhaps even some mid-50s. But clouds increase by Saturday afternoon. And here comes some showers, just scattered stuff through the afternoon, and then starting to thicken up into more consistent rain on Saturday night. So if you're going out, we've talked about this. I don't think it's going to be a deluge situation, but you should also be prepared in some fashion for rain, or just run really fast between the car and the bar, or the bar and the bar, or whatever you're doing, your house. You know, just it's going to be raining through at least the first half of that night. There might be a break late night, and then it's raining again on Sunday until Sunday midday, and then we clear out after that. The rainfall amounts here are not tremendous. We're looking at about a ½ inch or so, and there will not be any wind, unlike the last storm. So we get a quiet day on Monday after this storm system, and then our next system that moves in on Tuesday may briefly start as a mix in the foothills and mountains, but even they change over to rain. On Wednesday, we're in the 50s, and then I'm not really sure what's going on Thursday because the models, I don't have time for that graphic, disagree on exactly what happens Thursday. Some models crash a freezing rain and sleet event down on us, which I do not wish for. Others just move it right along. So we'll fine tune that as we get closer. But in the meantime, I mean, look at those temperatures for highs at least. You know, we're going to be in January, and they're not very frigid temperatures.
And good news, it won't be windy this weekend.
No.
Just take the rain.
I forgot. I was like, I better mention this because it is nothing like our last storm.
True. All right, Keith, thanks so much.